Alright, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Azariah. Let me hold on 1 second. Turn it down about right there. Yo. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Alright. So yeah, it's the brother Azariah. Sorry about that. I was adjusting my little compressor for my video so it won't be too loud. But yeah, I was oh yeah, first and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. Alright, so I was scrolling through the little internet or whatever, and I ran across this little post or whatever, and this is what was said. So Joe's Crab Shack apologizes for using photo of lynching as table decor. So this was in Roseville, Minnesota. Joe's Crab Shack is under fire for using a photo of a black man's execution as table decor. According to the Minneapolis NAACP, Tyrone Williams and Chantel Allen were preparing to dine at Joe's Crab Shack in Roseville on Wednesday night when they noticed a photo embedded inside the table. It appeared to show a large group of white people watching a public execution of at least one black person. On the bottom picture of the picture, it reads, "Hanging at Groesbeck, Texas on April 12, 1895. At the top, the caption reads, "All I said was that I didn't like the gumbo." So they make a mockery of the death of that man. Although the manager was apologetic about the lynching depiction, that does not change the fact that the sickening image of black men being lynched was intentionally embedded inside of a table. Williams said, "This type of blatant racism should not be tolerated in this country or in our local and national eating establishments. I have felt sick to my stomach and stressed out since seeing that image on the table where I was planning to eat my food." And that stuff you was planning to eat wasn't food, man. It was not food. It was abominations, man. So he posted the link or whatever. Yeah, I'll just look at the link real quick. So this was the picture. Now, this is what he said. This is what the guy said. "This is on our table at Joe's Crab Shack in Roseville, Minneapolis. It is the lynching of two black men in Groesbeck, Texas in 1895, where they were accused of robbing and murdering a white man with a rock." So it's two Jakes. "It's sad that this is the image we have to look at in a crab shack that has nothing to do with Texas. It's crazy. Hey man, you ain't looking at it spiritually. It ain't got nothing to do with Texas, but it sure got to do something with you. But we're gonna get to that. That has nothing to do with Texas. It's crazy how our brother can't get a break. Me and Chantel Allen can't get a break. Laugh out loud. We just wanted some all-you-can-eat crab legs. Shaking my head, and now we got to go. We can't take this shit no more. Nah, I can't wait to get into it. So Allen says she couldn't believe the image was used so casually. Seeing a picture of two black men lynched was the last thing I expected to see at what was supposed to be a family-friendly restaurant. You Jakes, man. You Jakes don't understand what's going on. Y'all just walking around. Y'all destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. That's true. That's what the scriptures say, man. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Let's just get that, man. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou may be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. You know, and you guys don't understand what's going on, man. You blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who can trace your lineage are, and you know, even if you can't trace it, but let me go ahead and finish the statement, are the true children of Israel. But there are also going to be those who can't trace their lineage, the confusion of face Akim, and those who don't know their lineage. If your spirit resonates with how the Bible, what the Bible truly says, and the Most High is giving you the understanding to receive it, which hey, everybody ain't gonna even be able to receive it, even if they do go back to being an Israelite. So hey, but more than likely you are an Israelite if the scriptures resonate with your spirit. And the Most High set up certain laws. You ain't supposed to eat certain stuff, man. You know, and when you do, you're basically killing yourself, man. You're killing yourself. You're forsaking God's law, and you really ain't doing yourself no better than these two jakes that got hung. You know, I'm gonna open up the picture because I downloaded it. You know, making fun of them. All I said was I don't like the gumbo. They know what they doing. This is all spiritual. Why they put this, man? Let me get it. Judah 5:20. And let's just get it a little higher up. All right. All right, here we go. Now therefore, this is Judith 5:20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, it's talking about the Israelites, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, they keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, they not eating abominable foods, because it tells you out of all the things out of the water, you're only supposed to eat things that have fins and scales. You're not supposed to eat no crab, lobster, shrimp, scallops, mussels, clams. You're not supposed to eat none of that, man. Only even fish, even you ain't even supposed to eat catfish because you don't have scales. Only things that have scales and fins. All right, that's in like what, Leviticus 11. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I'm just gonna pull it up just to make sure. You know, read y'all, so y'all can come read it for yourselves. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. So it tells you what beasts you can eat. And of all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination. So all that have not fins and scales. All right, that's enough. I'll let y'all read it yourselves. Leviticus chapter 11 and 10 deals with what you should eat that comes out of the water. Okay, so it says, but if there be no iniquity, if they not munching on those cockroaches of the sea and different little bugs of the sea, if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power before them, their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So if they breaking their commandments, if they have any errors, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. If they doing what the Most High told them not to do, let's go run these niggas up the street. But if they not doing what they ain't supposed to do, if they doing what they are supposed to do, man, you might as well go ahead and walk on by, man. Because their God's gonna defend them, and their God's gonna be for them, and we're gonna become a reproach, man. We're gonna make ourselves look like food. We're gonna be like DJ Khaled say, we're gonna play ourselves, we'll mess with them. But you know, if they considered this all that time ago, and you sitting up there in a restaurant that's feeding you these sea creatures that don't have fins and scales, it has to have both of them. It's simultaneously. And we know crabs and lobsters and all, they don't have either or. So you eating stuff that don't have fins and scales. Not exoskeletons, scales. And you know, you're not considering that these people know what they're doing, man. They're lynching you through food. They're destroying you through food. Psalms 83. Let's just start at 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. So the Most High has hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. Our enemies consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, which is so-called white men, and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arab, of Moab, these Asian people, and the Hagarenes, and Gabal and Ammon and Amalek and the Philistines and the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have helping the children of Lot, which are those Japanese and Chinese and different little Asian type of people. So this is what's coming up. This is what's going on. They said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh, or the house of God, in possession. So what did they do? They took his people, man. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They possessed us. They still possess us. But what is he asking? Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. Blow them away. As the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. So this is what he's praying for. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Yahweh, there wasn't no J's. It's Yahweh. You know, even in the old English, it didn't used to be this. It used to be something. There wasn't no V's in the way that it exists now either. But anyway, that's the point, man. They taking crafty counsel against thy people. They put these little all-you-can-eat shrimps, all-you-can-eat crab legs. You know, this restaurant, Joe's Crab Shack, Red Lobster, where they have their little shrimp fest, where you can go in there and get shrimp free as or cheap as hell, and just to get full off shrimp and then walk out. They have these things to trap you, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, up in eating these abominable foods so that they can keep you in sin. You know, and then you see something like this, these Jakes being hung, and Jakes just means you Jacobites, you Israelites, because the father of Israel is Jacob. His name was changed into Israel, so that's why Jake is short for Jacob. You Jakes run to these restaurants and you grub down on this abominable food. Just because it tastes good to you don't mean that it is good for you. And guess what? They're comparing you. They're slaying you in the spirit. They're slaying you, you know, with this stuff here, man. They are comparing you to these Jakes. You sitting there eating your food, and they're spiritually killing you. They're spiritually cutting you off from your power, and they're making a mockery of it. And this is how. Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. And so that's what it is, man. You're basically accounting yourself dead because you don't even know what's going on, man. You don't know what's going on. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, the knowledge of the Most High, the dietary laws, what the Most High opinion is about how you should live your life in the Bible. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Why did it say you shall be no priest to him? Hey, Revelation 1:6. This is what he's supposed to. This is what he's gonna do with his people. Revelation 1:6. Let's just get. I think I might need to read this scripture right above that. And from Yahushua Hamashiach, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood, and have made us kings and priests unto Yahweh and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So that's what's going on, man. He have made us kings and priests unto Yahweh and his Father. So that's what he says. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. You're not going to be allowed to be a priest and a king. You're just going to be an average, everyday Jake in the kingdom. But that's all I wanted to really get on that was, hey man, they know what they're doing. Why else do you think this type of picture would be chosen to be placed on the table? So anyway, all praises to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. And with that, I'll say shalom.